Howdy, guys. Thomas Talbert here, and I am here to talk to you about how a good property manager, and let me reiterate, a good property manager should be giving you time back in your day so that you can do what you do best. Uh, Namely, on these couple of tasks. Let's start with inspections. As anyone has heard any of my content will know, a good property manager is doing inspections on your property, and if they aren't, you need to be doing them. Now, these inspections can be time consuming for a couple of reasons. One, let's just talk about scheduling. Scheduling with a tenant to come by at a reasonable time for you and for the tenant is a difficult task. The tenants work. I don't know if you know that, but the tenants do work and they cannot be at the home a lot of times when you need to be there. Now, you are allowed to go to the property without the tenant being there, but to schedule that and tell them you're coming is still a hassle because they got to put up their dog. Oh, but then there's something else going on. No, scheduling with the tenants is harder than you may think, and property managers have perfected this day in and day out. Secondly, what are you going to look at when you do inspections? Do you have a checklist of things that you go and check every time you're in one of your properties? Certainly when it's occupied. There's a handful of things you can look at when it's occupied and a handful of things that you can't. What are those things and how do you document that? Do you just take photos on your phone and it's just lost somewhere in the ether of your Google Drive somewhere? Or do you have a dedicated folder where all of these go so that you can draw from it at any given time and be able to check on what the condition of your home was in when you were in there last? So inspections, that's just one thing that property managers can do for you. That's going to save you hours and hours of your time. Secondly, a lot of what a property manager is able to save you in terms of time is doing maintenance. How often do you get a phone call from your tenant saying the sink is clogged, but nothing else? How are you supposed to know how to triage that? Do you just send a plumber out there and spend $250 just to make the plumber show up before you even really know what's going on? Or is it the hot water heater that actually needs to be fixed? And that's a whole nother bill. In my opinion, by having a property manager do that and have them ask the questions, like, okay, why is the sink clogged? Is it the drain pipe? Is it the spigot? Is it the connection underneath the sink? Can you take a look at that? Send me photos of this. That way, the whatever has to get fixed is narrowed down to exactly what needs to get fixed, and the plumber is not going out there to inspect the whole house, because trust me, they're going to go out there and find something to fix if you just tell them something's broken, get out there and go look at it. No, you got to give them a narrow window of things to go look at and have them just fix that one thing. Don't go fixing the things that don't need to be fixed. Just look at what the tenant wants fixed. And if it can be solved before the plumber even goes out there, great. That's another way that the property manager can save you, the homeowner, money by fixing something over the phone with knowledge that you may or may not have about specific systems in your home. Thomas Talbert with Prime Properties. Please give us a follow on YouTube, and we hope to speak to you soon. Thanks.